It's stock short course mayhem time. The new Mayhem commercials are awesome. Have you seen the Mayhem New Year's resolution commercials? They're great. I love Mayhem commercials, though. All Mayhem commercials. The TQ in this class that we are about to run, stock short course. Due to the scratch of Matt Brandenburg, the TQ will be Ryan Struley today. Struley taking the short course TQ today. Default, the two sweetest words in the English language. That old famous Homer Simpson quote. Modified buggy out to Marshall, please. Modified buggy out to Marshall. You jump in. I don't know who we have. Oh no, Greg's coming. Okay, cool. All right, we'll spread out our marshals here while you guys go ahead and roll them out. Can you just get the end of the driver's stand? Yeah. We're going to get stock short course specialist Chris Garay out to volunteer marshal here. The stock short course B main event. Tui is going to the stock short course A main. Shut him down on the straightaway, guys. I got a transponder thing to figure out. So hang on. Ah, that actually makes plenty of sense then. And then, Ben, you got a house transponder, right? Okay. Row number 1, going to be Larry Wright and Ben Kaminsky. Row number 2, Chuck Cottrell and Dan Brand. Row number 3, Brian Smith and Sam Carter. Row number 4, Dan Jones and Jason Shively. Which one of these is Noah? Green and white is Noah. So this is Dan, right? Yeah, Dan on the inside of the other blue truck. And then Noah back by the orange spot back there. Cole Tollard helping out. Good job, Cole. Drivers and Larry Wright ready. Marshals on your toes. We're going on the sound of the tone. Patience, 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 patience. That's a good start. We're going with it. The one and only Larry Wright the third going to try to break away. Cottrell looks inside of Kaminsky. Makes it happen. Huge move by Cottrell over the single section to get that last spot for the A-main. Kaminsky not going to give up smoothly. Tough break for Brian Smith. Mid-pack out front. It's Larry Wright the third. Being chased by the Chuck Cottrell, Ben Kaminsky show. Then we got Dan Jones and Dan Brand in the battle of the Dans. Jason, Sam, Brian, and Noah round us out here. Everybody on the lead lap number 2 coming by. Larry Wright out front. Oh, my. Ben getting lucky. Chuck gets it wrong in the table. Going to give him some breathing room. Chuck's going to have to deal with Dan. Little bobble there. I didn't see what happened going into the infield. So it's going to be Larry, Ben, then Dan, then Sam and Chuck. Then the other Dan, who's battling with Jason there in front of the driver's stand. Brian Smith trying to get involved. That's all for position. Those 3 trucks over the short table. But back out front is the all-black truck that is Larry Wright the third in front of the driver's stand in the spec slash. Getting it done here in short course B-main time. Ben Kaminsky in the blue and silver got the last spot into the A-main. Didn't see what happened. Larry Wright gives it away to Kaminsky. He's going to have to work his way back through because there's Dan Brand in the pink flames. He's the last spot in the A-main. Larry Wright and Sam Carter in tow, and Chuck Cottrell not out of it yet. Top 5, nose to tail in front of the driver's stand right now. Blue and silver, that is Ben Kaminsky. Dan Brand trying to hold off a hard-charging Larry Wright. They got lucky, got some coverage, plenty of room to Carter and Cottrell. So the 3 break away. Kaminsky, Brand, and Wright. Wright looking for a way by on them skinny tires. Gets it wrong at the end of the table. Here comes Chuck Cottrell, who's cleared away in 4th spot. And Brian, you got to give that spot up. Okay, now I'm good, Brian. That's all good, buddy. That's all good. All right. Ben Kaminsky out front, trying to hold off. There's Brand looking on the inside. Wasn't quite there. Kaminsky and Brand, the battle over the table. Brand gets it wrong. It's going to allow Larry Wright to close back in. They keep this up. Here comes Chuck Cottrell in the yellow and red. Top 4 breaking away. Then Sam Carter going to have to deal with a hard-charging Brian Smith. Rounding us out are Dan Jones, Jason Shively, and Noah. 2:35 in, 2:25 to go. Right now it is Kaminsky and Wright, but Dan Brand right there with the flames and Cottrell in the yellow and red rounding out the top 4. They can all fit on one straightaway, and it starts with the blue and silver truck of Ben Kaminsky. Mirrors full of Larry Wright, gets it up on the curb. Bobble by Kaminsky, going to give Dan Brand the 2nd spot. There's Chuck Cottrell all in his mirrors. So it's Larry Wright and Dan Brand looking to transfer. Kaminsky and Cottrell battle for 3rd and 4th. Brian Smith got around Sam Carter for the 5th spot. There's a good battle in front of the driver's stand. That's for position 2. Back to the front, Larry Wright trying to break away in the short course. Brand got to deal with Kaminsky and Cottrell for the last spot in the A-main. That is your battle for the transfer. Cottrell, gorgeous move on the inside of Kaminsky. Kaminsky tries to give it back in front of the driver's stand. Can't get it done. Everybody gets it wrong over the kids' table, including our leader, Larry Wright. So to the front, I think that's Dan Brand. It is Brand out front, then Kaminsky, then Wright, who goes back inside of Kaminsky for the last transfer spot. Cottrell not out of it yet. We got 1:20 to go in this one. That's a lot of time in stock short course world. Brian Smith in the blue and yellow, not out of it yet. He's battling with Chuck. That is for position between Cottrell and Smith in front of the driver's stand. Great move by Smith to the inside, but Cottrell takes it right back. Smith gets it wrong. He'll get back in the fight. There's Dan Jones, too. But out front, Dan Brand trying to hold off a hard-charging Larry Wright. They both get mixed up at the end of the table. There goes Ben Kaminsky. Kaminsky to the front. So it's Kaminsky, Wright, and Brand. Some spacing to Cottrell, who's now got spacing behind him to Smith, rounding out the top 5. 45 seconds to go. Larry Wright makes the move to the inside, takes the lead away. Kaminsky looks back to the inside, associated point. It's not quite there. Wright. Then Kaminsky and Brand, your battle, the top 3. 2 of them are going to the A-main. 1 of them isn't. Brand looks to the inside, uses a little bit of fender, but I'm okay with it. Gets the move right there. Kaminsky looks back to the inside. Great move by Kaminsky. Brand's got to let him get some room, but he gets back around in the wheel. Tough break by Kaminsky. Gets it wrong. 13 seconds. We might get one more lap here. Smith and Cottrell still battle for the 4th and 5th spot. Brian Smith just laid the hottest lap of the race last time by. Time is about to expire. Finish the laps you're on. Top 3 are on the same lap. No, Ben, you did get caught at the line. So Larry and Dan are officially into the A-main. Cross the line and you will be done. The lap ends with Dan Brand. Hard fought at the front. Larry Wright, Dan Brand go on. Tough break for Ben Kaminsky coming home 3rd. Brian Smith, valiant charge and hot lap. Comes home 4th. Sam Carter 5th. Chuck Cottrell, Dan Jones, Jason Shively, and Noah Grusmacher rounding out stock short course tonight. It's sportsman time. Larry Wright and Dan Brand, you're going to the A-main, which will be heat number 5. Race number 5. Event number 5. We'll get our marshals in position here. We'll get sportsmen going. Chuck, you got the end of the driver's stand. Dan up here in the middle. Oh, shoot. No, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I got to remember I got multiple Dans. Thanks for putting up with me. All right. Let's roll out, sportsman drivers. Let us roll out. So you'll take a warm-up lap. And then we're going to have a main. It's going to be good. Ben and Todd Meyer. Caleb and Hannah. Travis, Alex, and Mark. All right, so the straightaway is closed, so finish these laps, and then we'll line them up. All right, the backstretch is closed. No more laps. All right, so Ben, you're up on the 1. We do in line, not in rows for sportsmen. At least that's what I believe. Todd Meyer will be number 2. Caleb will be number 3. Hannah's on the 4. Travis is on the 5. Travis, you pull up to the 5. And Alex on the 6 and Mark on the 7. I think so. I think that's how it goes. They're all slashes. I don't know. All right. Instead of calling you by name, this one's going to go on the sound of the tone. Drivers ready. Marshals on your toes. We're going in less than 5. Patience, patience. Oh. Well. Todd, that was a rough break. Caleb, that was a little rough. But it is sportsman. We're still learning. Plenty of time to go. All right. First time across the line. It's Caleb followed by Hannah. Hannah giving Caleb a fender there. Getting mixed up with Ben. Caleb going to break away. Here comes Todd. Todd had a rough start, but he's rolling again. Oh! So Caleb's out front. I think Todd has made his way back to second. Announcer's curse there. Caleb out front in that orange truck. Hannah Lilly solidly in second. Ben back up to third in the Rockstar ride. Then there's Todd fourth. And Alex. And we're rounding out with Mark and Travis. Good battle between those two. The lap right now starts with Caleb in the orange truck over the short table. Hannah Lilly in the slash with the stock body. Going to be in that second spot across the line right there. Here comes Ben in the Rockstar truck. That's your third place driver. Good battle there for fourth and fifth between Todd and Alex. Todd in the black, green, and white truck. Alex in the red and black. And then a battle between Travis and Mark. And the slash is over by Larry right now. Caleb trying to check out early. He's got a nice lead. Ben has made his way around Hannah. Ben up to second. That's the hot lap of the race for Ben Meyer. He's starting to figure it out there. Tough break there. Watch it at the end of the straightaway. Go low. Go very low at the end of the straightaway. Tough break. Out front, it's Caleb in the orange and white. He's got a straightaway to Ben. Ben's got a quick truck, though. Last lap, Caleb did a 24. Ben did a 23. Caleb rolls it over at the wheel. That's going to give the lead back to Benjamin Meyer. Ben had a tough start, but he was the top qualifier. He's back out front now. Caleb going to try to track him down in that orange truck. Hannah Lilly looks like she's hanging on to third spot in front of the driver's stand right now. Todd Meyer in the black, green, and white. And we got Mark with that shiny new transponder in the slash. Mark getting things figured out. Ben Meyer, new hot lap of the race. 21.6. Backs it up with a 22.3. Ben getting it figured out there in that Rockstar truck. 12.501 pace here in the main for Ben. That's a good pace. Watch on the back straightaway. It is clear. I think that truck is no longer moving in a forward type direction. Tough break there for Travis. Oh, it's going. All right. 1:35 to go in this one. 1:35 left. Caleb, that was your best lap of the race. Keep it up. Ben in the Rockstar ride across the line right now. Another 24. He's on a 13-lap run. 13 in a 5:24. Ben's pace right now. That would be the best run of the day for Sportsman. The A-Main is a good time to have the best run of the day. Caleb in that orange truck with the yellow wheels is your second place. Todd and Hannah battling for third. Todd got third spot. He's in that black Flowtech body. Hannah in the Slash immediately behind. That is the best battle on the track right now, Todd and Hannah. Todd gets it a little wide at the landing of the table. Hannah down the inside in front of the driver's stand. Good move by Hannah Lilly. Didn't quite carry it at the end of the triples. But it was a good move. Ben 20.9 last time by for Ben. That is the new hot lap, and I think the best lap of the day in Sportsman. We are inside of the last 20 seconds. Ben, Caleb, Todd, Hannah, Mark. Travis and Alex had issues. Happens to all of us, particularly me. Time is about to expire. Finish the laps you're on. Hannah, you are done. Finish the laps you're on. Mark, you're done. Ben's going to finish out the race right here. Shut him down, winning it, Ben Meyer. 13 in a 5:20. Caleb came home second. Then Todd, Hannah, and Mark. Good run, Sportsman. We're going to need whatever kind of volunteer marshals we can muster. Anybody who's got 5 minutes. All our Sportsman drivers and any kind of volunteers would be much appreciated. Struley, you inherited TQ today. You should chip in. You got TQ today. Because Brandenburg went home. You're still TQ. You're the top qualifier that's here. It says TQ Ryan Struley on the sheet. Your stock short course TQ Ryan Struley going to come help out the crowd. It's not pronounced Streusel, Doug. There's not nearly enough letters in it for Streusel. All right, we'll spread out a little bit, and we'll get some stock buggy B-main going on. It is Streusel, not Struley. Why are you messing with me, Struley? You're trying to break the curse. It's been terrible tonight. It's been terrible tonight. Okay. Travis, can you go marshal over there by the TV with him? And then that looks outside. Yeah, I can live with that. Let me use you later, maybe, Eric. I could probably use you later. I appreciate the help, guys. Let's roll out. Let's get ready for some stock buggy B-main. Top 2 going to the show. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Alex Katz. Alex Katz, can I get you to check in for me quick? Everybody else stay stationary. Let me get a check from Alex Katz. Cool. Thank you. All right, we got 11 yous. 11s of yous. Okay. Okay. Doug, can I get you at the end of the driver's stand? Yeah, I want a team over there. A team. I want teamwork. Mr. Smith is a fantastic marshal. Huh? Yeah, no. But at first, I would stand over there too, and then I would move over after the... Yeah, okay. No worries. I'm glad you guys know the lineup. Thanks for lining up for me, because that's a lot of names. All right. In all seriousness, you know how this works. Top two are going to the A main. Let's work together. Let's go fast. Drivers ready. Marshals on your toes. We're going in less than 5. Patience, 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 patience. Patience. That's as good of a start as we're going to get. We're going to go with it. Grant Runkle and Ben Kaminsky going to try to take advantage of the front of the grid and get there. We got some Krivitzes trying to come through with a Smith in there. Let's work together, guys. It's a long race. 5 minutes to win it. Any amount of time, and you can lose it. Grant Runkle out front. And that red car with the orange and yellow trim over the driver's stand. Ben Kaminsky, the black and red, holding down the second spot. Sean Krivitz, multicolored white wheels, third, gets it wrong. Going to let Mark Smith by for the third spot. So it's Mark Smith, Sean Krivitz, Colin Krivitz, and Logan going to be your battle from third through sixth. Trying to break away in the top 2 spots, Grant and Ben. Grant in that red car with the yellow and orange trim. Ben in the black and red. Yellow wheels, a straightaway behind, trying to track him down. They're both going to the A main if they can keep it up. Third spot now belongs to Colin Krivitz after a fray in front of the driver's stand. It cost a lot of people a lot of time. So the lap starts with Grant Runkle in that triple section. Ben Kaminsky trying to close in. Watch it go wide, Ben. It's clear. Third spot now, Colin Krivitz gets a little bit wrong on the table, but back on the wheels. Mark Smith and Sean Krivitz rounding out the top 5. Leaders are starting to come up on lap traffic. Let's let them through when we see them. Dan, that's leader behind you. When he gets there, he's not there yet, but when he does, give him some room. Then we got good spacing here. Ben Kaminsky in that red and black, going to be your second place car. Colin Krivitz and Ben trying to work through the traffic.
Sorry, this is busy. I'm trying to move the traffic.
Thank you. Your leader over the table in front of the driver's stand, Grant Runkle. Red with the yellow and orange trim, yellow wheels. He's got a nice lead right now. He's got to keep the wheels to the dirt for another 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Lots of time left in this main. Second spot looks like it now belongs to Colin Krivitz. Colin Krivitz up to the second spot in the blue with the orange and silver trim. Over at Associated Point, through the S's and over the table. That's Colin Krivitz. He's got second spot and the final spot in the A main. I'm going to try to figure out who's running third here. Larry, you got to let that... Yeah. Sean, at that point, if you punt him, it's not my fault. I would punt him. 2:50 in, 2:10 to go in this one. Grant Runkle going to be your leader. As they say, he's at the front desk, and he is checking out. Colin Krivitz has made his way through the fray up to the second spot. He's over the table right now, coming up on that clear car next. Third spot, I believe it is Sean Krivitz. Yep, Sean Krivitz and Ben Kaminsky. That is for position. They have the leader directly behind them, and that is the battle for third and fourth. It's been a rough B-main. Watch it going on to the backstretch. Your leader across the line right now, entering the infield, the red, yellow, orange. That is Grant Runkle. Good lead in hand. Colin Krivitz across the line right there is Colin Krivitz in the blue, orange, and silver. So that is going to be your spacing 1 to 2. And a lot of spacing back to 3 and 4. It looks to be wrapped up. We got a minute 15, 1:15 to go in this one. Ben, that was your hot lap of the race. Keep it up. Best battle on the track, Sean Krivitz and Ben Kaminsky. 5th spot, Alex Katz. 6th spot, Mark Smith. Then Rob Harrison, Larry, Logan, Brian, and Dan Jones rounding it out. We got 1 minute to go here in the stock buggy B-main. Grant Runkle and Colin Krivitz trying to get it done. Get their tickets stamped for the A-main. Grant working his way around the lap traffic right now. Watch it go low at the end of the straightaway, low at the end of the straightaway, low at the end of the straightaway. It's clear. Grant Runkle out front, Colin Krivitz in the 2nd spot. Sean still holding off Ben in the battle for the end of the last of the podium there. Sean in that multicolored car, blue, yellow front in front of the driver's stand right now. Ben in the red and black with the yellow wheels. That's the leader, Grant Runkle, right behind him on track. Grant has no need to pass anyone. 3, 2, 1. Time is about to expire. Finish the lap you're on. Alex Katz and Larry, you are done. Everyone else, finish the lap you're on. Logan, you're done. And you will be done. Grant Runkle and Colin Krivitz getting it done. Tough break for Sean Krivitz. Ben Kaminsky ran on for 4th. Alex Katz, Mark Smith, Rob Harrison, Larry Wright, Logan, and Brian and Dan Jones rounding it out in the stock buggy C-main. Shut it down, drivers. Grant Runkle and Colin Krivitz, you are going directly to the A-main. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. It will be race number 8. It's stock buggy, or excuse me, 13.5 B main time. The other stock. 13.5, the other white meat. If the Krivitzes and the 2 bump drivers wanted to marshal the next race, that would be awesome. You want to, yeah, could you, yeah, I'd appreciate it. Take one off, because we only got 4 cars in this. But then I need a little bit of help for the next one, because after this, the next heat is the stock short course A-main, so I'll need plenty of marshals for that. And then we're good for the rest of the card. All right, let's spread out. This looks like a good number of marshals here if we spread out correctly. That'll have to do. You want to slide over here. And then, yeah, you kind of work that whole area. All right. Let's roll out. Ah, that's right. That's right. Shoot. Forgot about that. Well, no. It's the right thing to do. We'll line them up here on the backstretch. These guys can finally get some quality track time. This is an endurance event. All right, Chuck, you'll be the top qualifier. And then Devin... you know what, Devin? Put Devin back on the next orange one. Let's double space them here since there's only 3. Yeah, that seems like the appropriate thing to do. All right. 2 of you go on. 1 of you does not. Yeah, I thought it was 4. I really did. That's my fault, guys. Either way, though, technically this is the correct way to do it. Drivers ready. Marshals on your toes. We're going in less than 5. That is a clean start. Chuck going to try to hold off Devin and Matt. Matt getting that 4-wheel drive going. Devin to the outside around Chuck. Can't make it stick. Chuck, Devin, Matt, first time around. Next up, stock short course A-main, and then the marshals I have saved. Chuck and Devin battling in front of the driver's stand. Devin cases it. He's going to let Matt close in. Chuck in that orange techno ride. I like the techno buggies. Little bobble there by Chuck. It's getting close with Devin again. Plenty of time to go in this one. Chuck, Devin, Matt. Backstretch, go low, go low, go low. We got a race going on here between Matt and Devin. Matt's got that silver car with the purple and teal trim. Devin in that awesome looking car with the flames. Trying to figure out if that's a Hot Bodies or what that is. It's a good looking car though. Matt, that was your hot lap of the race last time around. 19-1. Good lap last time by, Matt. Chuck holding on to that lead. It's definitely not locked up yet. We're 2 and 3 to go. Chuck, Matt, Devin. Matt and Devin having a good battle. Devin looks to the inside. Oh, they get tangled up over the single. Put them back down together and go. Chuck, that was your hot lap. The hot lap of the race does belong to Devin. Devin's got a 17-8. That's the hot lap of the race. We got 2:20 to go in this one. Everybody's still on the lead lap. Mistakes are going to dominate this one. 21-7 last time for Chuck, 18-1 for Devin, 20.6 for Matt last time around. Chuck gets it back on track with an 18-2 there. Little bobble there by Devin in front of the driver's stand. Matt gives it back with his own little mistake. Tough break there for Matt. Chuck, that was a hot lap. Before that, 17-5. That was a good lap. What happened, Matt? Just stop working? You heard the automatic person. There's 1 minute to go in this. Chuck and Devin, you've both set your fastest laps of the layout. Chuck's got a 17.574. Devin's got a 17.881. So next up we'll have stock short course and whatever marshals I stashed. We'll go to the stock short course A main next. $15 seconds. Guess now technically it is done. That will lock it up for Chuck and Devin. We'll see them in the 13.5 A main. Finish the lap you're on. Devin, you were caught at the line. You are done. Chuck, go ahead and finish that lap. And then if you guys can... Chuck, you're in the A main for short course, aren't you? Oh. Well, fair enough. Yeah, but then it's supposed to be race number 7 again. All right. Volunteer marshals, stash marshals, any marshals. Marsha. It's stock short course A main time. TQ today, Ryan Struley. Second qualifier today, Chris Garay, then Doug Hay, Mark Smith, Jan Purfist, Chris Sussick, Dan Lilly, Rob Harrison, and our two bump ups from the B main, LW3 and Dan Brand. Dan Brand certainly has the most attractive truck in the race. Thanks for everybody helping out marshaling. Is that the cool thing? Is that what you guys like? Okay. I mean, I've done it, but whatever you guys like. I will probably take some kind of vote, and who yells loudest might be a factor. Let's roll out, guys. Let's roll out. We need someone on the bucket, though. Everyone walked away from the bucket. Take your time, buddy. It's okay. We could use one on the outside of this turn is a good spot. When we have enough, I'd like to have one, yeah, just by the Team Associated sign out there. If you stand way out in the corner there, that could be really helpful. Oh, you guys certainly know how this works. Front row, Ryan Struley and Chris Garay. Second row, Doug Hay and Mark Smith. Third row, Jan and Chris. Fourth row, Dan Lilly and Rob Harrison. Row number 5, LW3 and Dan Brand. No, Dan, you're back a row. Oh, no. Yeah, right. Huh? Yeah, because that's Rob in the golf truck, right? Yeah, so Rob, you're up a row, and Dan Brand, you're back a row. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm still learning everybody's paint schemes. Plus, I'm just not that smart in the first place. All right. You guys know how this works. Yeah. Driver's ready. Marshals on your toes. We're going on the sound of the tone in less than 5. Patience. We're good with it. It's as good of a start as we're going to get, I am afraid. Garay, Hay, Struley, Smith, Purfist rounding out the top 5 breakaway. Chris Garay in the green, pink, white truck around Associated Point trying to break away. Struley gets around. He's back to that second spot after TQ and stock short today in the blue and white TLR truck. It's the Associated being chased by 2 TLR trucks. Chris Garay chased by Struley and Hay. Then we got a long straightaway back to Jan and Mark starting their own battle through the sweeper. Mark in that monster truck. Jan in the familiar black, pink, and white. 6th spot going to be Dan Lilly, Rob Harrison, Larry Wright, Chris Sussick, and Dan Brand rounding us out here. Excellent drive in there, Dan Brand. Your leader, Chris Garay, around the wheel and at the point again already. The blue and white truck, Orion Struley going to try to track him down for the win. Doug Hay hanging on to the end of the podium. Big spacing between him and Mark Smith, Jan Purfist, Larry Wright the third, Rob Harrison, Chris Sussick, Dan Lilly, and Dan Brand. 1:15 in, 3:45 to go. Hot lap of the race, Chris Garay, 18.319. Chris over the table, lands it smoothly. Trying to break away from Struley. Advantage Garay, 0.8 of a second last lap. We'll see what it looks like next time around. Little bobble there by Mark Smith. It's not enough for Jan to capitalize from 5th. Chris Sussick looks like he might be moving through. We'll check next time around on the scoring. Chris in the white and yellow truck. Dang it. Tough break there. Going to give Chris Garay a giant lead. Doug Hay going to slide into that second spot. Give Mark Smith the end of the podium. Jan and Chris Sussick, that should be for position. Chris and Jan battling in front of the driver's stand. Chris in that white and yellow. Jan in the black, pink, and white. That is for position. Sussick up to 4th. So top down, 2:10 in, 2:50, 2:50 to go. Garay, Hay, Smith, Sussick, Purfist, Wright, Lilly, Harrison. Doug, that was your hot lap of the race. Keep that up. Chris with big separation, a half a lap to Doug Hay. Doug's got a good chunk of track to Mark Smith. Mark on that black and white truck with a monster trim. Chris Sussick in the yellow and white, your fourth place truck. And now technically the very tail end of the lead lap as the leader does go by right there. Last time around for Chris Garay, 18.004. That was hot lap of the race. Chris on a 17-lap run here in the main. Doug with good separation to Mark Smith. We got a battle between Dan Lilly and Rob Harrison for a position. They're going to have Mark Smith coming through. That is our closest battle on the track right now. 1:45 to go in this one. Doug throwing down his hot lap, trying to track down Garay. Might be too much spacing in there. Garay, Hay, Smith, Sussick, Purvis, Wright, Lilly. Harrison and Brand. 1:25 to go in this one. That's the leader on you there, Rob Harrison. I'll let him through here. That's how it's done. You guys are doing great. Jan trying to close back in on Chris. Chris in that yellow and white truck. Jan with the announcer's curse in front of the driver's stand. We're inside of the last minute. Garay's got to keep the tires to the dirt. He's got a huge lead on Doug Hay. Doug Hay, good separation to Mark Smith, but not time to take a nap yet. Mark Smith's got a quick truck, and he's only a straightaway off the back of Doug Hay. Chris Sussick has got separation on both sides from fourth. Jan's just got to beat that annoying son-in-law from sixth. Dan Lilly in the seventh spot. Harrison and Brand rounding it out. 25 seconds to go in this one. Chris Garay, new hot lap, 17.719. Putting his stamp on this A-main. He's going to have one more lap, and it's going to be a victory lap. Time is about to expire. Finish the lap you're on, and you will be done. Chris Sussick, you got caught at the line, and you will be fourth finisher. Get across the line, and you will be done. Dan Brand, you are the end of the lap. And shut it down. Garay, Hay, Smith, Sussick, Purvis, Wright, Lilly, Harrison, and Brand in the stock short course main tonight. Good run, guys. Good run. It's Stock Spec Slash time. All right. That what? Okay. I'll attach it to Larry. Oh, look at that. Ernie Coppinger. That'll become Larry Wright, the junior. All right. Let's get some stock spec slashes going. I've heard you guys do it backwards on Friday nights. Watch it everywhere. These are stock slashes. Just caution at all times. What's the feeling on the backwards racing? Yay or nay? Not spectators, drivers. All right, we'll do it backwards then. I can't do it in either direction. We're going to do it backwards. So does that mean we invert the grid too? I mean, that's what I would think we would do. Trevor, I need a check. Trevor, did we get Trevor a transponder that doesn't work again? Yeah, transponder's not working. We got to figure this transponder situation out here. Or I think we could take all the loaner transponders and burn them. All right, so we're going to go backwards? Okay. We'll still make the grid the right way, then we'll just point you the wrong direction. So the front row that's now the back row will be all the Larry Wrights. All the Larry Wrights will be the front row that is now the back row. Beautiful. Thank you. Which will make Jake Shearer and Sam Carter the next row forward. And then Trevor and Jeff Katz will be the row right here. And Mark and Mitchell will be this row right here. Back, Jeff. Back, Jeff. I'm proud of you. Race cars don't have reverse. And then who is this? This is Trevor. Yeah, let's put him back there with Jeff. All right. That's some reverse stock spec / grid spectacular. Driver's ready. Marshall's extra ready. We're going on the sound of the tone. I'd say patience, but who am I kidding? One of the slashes is in front. I think that's Mitchell's slash. We have a couple short-cutting slashes that will wait. All right, good enough. Race on. Who the heck knows what's going to happen for the next 4 minutes and 45 seconds? I sure as heck don't. This is the least predictable of all the races, and that's the best part. First across the line is Trevor. Trevor going over the short table the wrong way. Little Larry somehow still at the front of the pack. I don't know how he does that every time. Little Larry in the second spot. Sam Carter. Then a battle with Shearer, Katz, and Big Larry. Little Larry tracking Trevor down. Getting by. Little Larry getting the job done. You know Little Larry. It's the Cars truck. Across the line, Larry Wright, the fourth to the lead. Then Trevor, Sam, and Jake Shearer into the triple section. Trevor and Jake get the best of it. Here comes Big Larry. Jake tries to hold the inside. Trevor drives right through the back of him. That's going to let Larry Wright the third through. And then it's all the Larry Wrights again. Larry Wright the fourth out front. Larry Wright the third in second place. Then Trevor and Sam going to try to hunt him down and break up the monopoly. Top four in front of the driver's stand right now, being chased by Shearer and Katz. That's going to be the end of the train, though. We got to break away back to Mitchell and Mark rounding it out here. 1:30 in, 3:30 to go. Little Larry Wright the fourth getting it done with the Cars truck. Two wheels, gets it wrong on the kids' table. That's going to let Dad go by. Bad Marshall by Doug Hay. That's going to let Sam Carter close in. Sam noses into the jump. We are going the wrong direction. That's going to let Shearer get a window. They get it wrong. Bobble. There's a lap truck in between them. I have no idea which of those slashes is which anymore. Back to the front. Larry Wright the third will be your leader. Larry Wright the fourth going to hold down the second place spot. Third will be Sam Carter, who's had a good day in stock slash, but he needs to break up the right monopoly. Then we got to break back to Shearer and Katz. Eric Cronin Harley rounding out the field in this one. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. Little Larry gives his dad a fender, spins him out. Pit maneuver, right on right violence. That's going to let Carter buy the dad for second spot. So it's Little Larry, Sam Carter, and Big Larry breaking away from Shearer, Katz, Eric, Crone, Hurley. Little Larry gets it wrong. Sam Carter to the front. Sam, look out. Yeah, that's how it's done, Sam. That's how it's done. Sam Carter to the front. Someone who's not a right is winning stock spec slash. Larry Wright the third in the second spot. Larry Wright the fourth, trying to chase him home. Your leader over the trackside single and headed at the table the wrong direction. It's Sam Carter. That's who drives that slash. Then we have the battle of the rights, and they're closing in again. Sam's going to try to run away. He's got 2 minutes to hang on for dear life. The Larry Wrights are coming. Little Larry gets it wrong and costs them both some time, but has plenty of fun shoving his dad into the wall. Carter right and right. Sam gets it wrong in front of the driver's stand. Here comes Little Larry. To the inside, Little Larry goes. He makes it stick. Little Larry Wright getting it done. Great move through the S section. He's coming up on Trevor already. Larry Wright the third, hanging on to the third spot. It looks like Jeff Katz has made his way up to fourth from the battle of the midfield. Jeff got that Fox body. See what I did there? It's a Fox body. That was a hot lap of the race for you, Jeff. 23:025 last time by 1 minute to go in this one. 1 minute to go. Sam Carter out front, in front of the driver, standing back over the single. Little Larry gets it wrong, does a barrel roll. That's going to let Dad by for the second spot. Big Larry hanging on to second, but Sam Carter trying to check out. He's got 45 seconds to hang on. Down the backstretch the wrong way in front of me now. It's Sam Carter. 22:149. That was Sam's hot lap of the race. He can see Jeff Katz in front of him. Jeff is fourth, trying to lap all the way up to fourth place. 30 seconds to go. Larry Wright the third just did the hot lap of the race. 20.845 backwards. That seems fast. 20 seconds to go in this one. Sam's back in front of the driver's stand into that triple section. Larry Wright the third closing in. It's now down to a half a straightaway. We got 5 seconds. This is probably the final lap. Sam Carter running for his life. Put him on the other side. No! No! Ah! And Larry wins. Come on now. Finish the lap you're on. The time has expired. Looking for Little Larry and Mark Hurley. Everyone else is done. Larry Wright the third somehow still wins it. Sam Carter heartbreak for second. Little Larry third. Jeff Katz fourth. Mark Hurley fifth. Mitchell and Shearer rounding it out. Larry, how did you do that? Yeah. Because he's cheating. The other guy had like half a lap. And Larry just got lucky and he screwed up. He gets 2 laps to every one. Little Larry just told me the secret is to drive clean. He hit his dad like 8 times. All right, let's spread out some marshals and stuff and things. It'll be fun. It's 13:05 A main time. We have an excellent field here. It's Tenney's, Bliss, Meyer, Filter, Studner, Yuri, Wildey, Seymour, Cottrell, and Everett. We'll spread out our marshals. We'll spread out our marshals here. I could use one here in the middle. Oh, that guy's done. Am I short marshals? Who's got 5 minutes for the cause here? Go ahead and roll out, guys. We'll get a volunteer marshal. Go ahead and roll out. Thank you, Shearer. I appreciate it. If you could help Larry in the middle. Larry, you take this side, these footprints, And I'm going to have Jake on those footprints. You're the best, little Larry. Go low on the straightaway. Go low on the straightaway. Go low on the straightaway. All right. This is warm-up, guys. Feel free to, you know, give each other some room and stuff and spread out and things. Line up. Tennies, Bliss, Meyer, top three. Filter, Studner, Yuri, Wildy, Seymour, Cottrell, Everetts. David, you got to give that car a traditional paint job so I can identify it in traffic. No, it's supposed to be like white and purple and orange, right? Yeah. I don't see David Studner when I see that car. It's just blue. No, you're never allowed to change you're allowed one paint job and that's it. All right. For one final time on this layout, let's figure out which of you is the fastest with a 13.5 buggy. Drivers ready. Marshals on your toes. We're going in less than 5. Patience, 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 patience. Ah, it's self-inflicted. We got to go with it. That's a good start. It's too late to bring it back. Marshall, Marshall, Marshall. Yeah, it's a live start. Greg, Ben, Filter, then Seymour, Meyer, then Yuri, Studner, Wildy, Everetts, Cottrell. We got something that kind of looks like a train here on lap 2. Tennies and Bliss down the backstretch going to decide this most likely between themselves. Tennies has had this layout, but Bliss has been sharp as well. Filter closing in the maroon and orange. A little bit of spacing back to Seymour and Meyer. They're both fast. They work together. They'll be back in front in no time. Seymour gets it wrong, bounces it off the pipe. That's going to let Meyer by for 4th. Yuri's going to close in from that 6th spot. Wildy in the 7. Everetts, Cottrell, Studner rounding it out. 1 minute in, 4 minutes, plenty of time to go. Hot lap of the race last time by Greg Tennies, 16:142. Greg going to be your leader. Tennies to Filter now. Didn't see what happened. Filter and Bliss, the battle for 2nd and 3rd over the table. Filter in the orange and yellow. Bliss in the gold and white. Matt Meyer in the silver, blue, and yellow. That is your 4th place car. And Seymour is 5th, so we're starting to develop a train here. 1:30 in, 3:30 to go. Tenny's going to try to lock it down, but after that, it's all up for grabs. Filter, Bliss, Meyer, Seymour, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th here. Didn't see what happened. Filter to the top. Todd Filter out in front. Going to try to hold off Greg Tennies over the table. Filter gets it wrong. That's going to let Tennies back by Marshall. He's getting there as quick as he can. Tough break for Meyer. So Tennies and Bliss, the battle resumes at the front. Seymour has found his way back up to the 3rd spot. And then Filter, Meyer. Is Wildy on the lead lap? No, he's not. Okay. Top down. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. Tennies, Bliss, Seymour, Yuri, Meyer, Filter, Studner, Wildy, Everetts, Cottrell. Tennies back to the front. He's going to have to hold off Bliss. Pulled out 0.8 of a second last time around over Ben Bliss. Seymour trying to make some hay. 16.3 last time around for Seymour. He's got a quick ride. Meyer and Yuri still well within reach. Ben, that was your hot lap of the race, matching 16.2s from our top 2 cars. Tennies and Bliss. Tennies a half a straightaway to Bliss right now. Seymour straight away behind Ben. A little bobble there by Seymour. Going to let Meyer close in a little. Yuri hanging on to that 5th spot. Filter back to 6th after an awesome start. He's back on track now. 3 minutes in. 2 minutes to go in this one. Tennies trying to lock it down. This has been his layout. He's got a couple seconds in hand to Bliss through the center section over the table. Mismatched wheels in purple and white, black wing. It's Greg Tennies matching 15.9s off our lead cars last time around. Bliss trying to chip away. 15.9 off of Tennies, 15.8 off of Bliss. Bliss takes 0.1 of a second away. Yuri, give him some room. He's coming through. The battle in front of the driver's stand, 1.5 minutes to go. Ben gets it wrong, entering that triple section. That might be all it takes here in 13.5 buggy. Matt Myers made his way to 3rd. Going to try to hold off Seymour from 4th. And that's going to be the end of the lead lap right now. Filter getting mixed up with Devin. Devin, give him some room. Watching after the table section, after the table. It's clear. We'll reset here with 1 minute to go. Tenney's, Bliss, Meyer, Seymour, Filter, Studner, Yuri, Everett, Cottrell. David and Yuri having a battle into the table. David gets it wrong. Yuri going to have the position for now. That's 6th spot right now. We got 40 seconds to go in this one. Tenney's half a lap to Bliss. It might be locked down. Meyer's got good separation from Seymour for 3rd and 4th. Filter's got plenty of room on other side from 5th. Yuri's clear to Studner. Looks like we don't have any battles on track here. 20 seconds to go. Let's bring him home, guys. Keep the wheels to the dirt. Tenney's over the table. He might get one more lap. Go low on the backstretch, low on the backstretch, low on the backstretch. And it's clear across the line, and you'll be done. Greg Tenney's and David Studner, you work hard at the line. Ben Bliss, you are done. Cross the line, and you guys are done. Meyer will come home 3rd. And Todd's still on a live lap. Todd, I'll just hand score you. It's fine. Shut him down. Winning that one, Greg Tenney's going to take the final race on the layout. How fitting in 13.5. Ben Bliss going to come home 2nd. Meyer 3rd. Seymour 4th. Yuri 5th. Filter 6th. Studner, Cottrell, Everett rounding it out in the 13.5 A main today. The final 13.5 A main on this surface. It's stock buggy A main time.
Like, come on, man. Almost done.
Yeah, we'll spread out our marshals here. Get ready for some stock buggy A-main. Your TQ today in stock buggy, CJ Weissenberger. Kent Seymour came home 2nd. Struley 3rd. Tyler qualified 4th. Yeah, he went home. Gray, Sussex, Studner, Shearer, Runkle, Krivitz rounding it out. Go ahead and roll out, guys. Go ahead and roll out. If I get one more volunteer marshal, that would be awesome. Take your time, no worries. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get a volunteer for, yeah. What's going on here? If I get one volunteer marshal to help out Wildy on that end over there, be much appreciated. Get going with the A-main here. Yeah, I need one over there. You're the man. Thank you. CJ, Seymour, Struley. Go ahead and pull forward one Garay then. And Sussex. And Studner, Shearer. Yeah, everybody go ahead and slide up one. You're in the right order. But nothing's worse than having a big gap and then having that gap close up. All right, you guys know how this works. Driver's ready. Marshals on your toes. We're going in less than 5. Patience. Patience, 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 patience. That's as good of a start as we might get. CJ and Seymour, Struley and Garay. Then Sussex and Runkle. Krivitz, Studner and Shearer rounding it out here. CJ going to try to break away in the black and green Yokomo ride. And here comes Seymour in the blue and white, Struley in the gold and blue, and Garay, your stock short course winner in the white, pink, and green. Seymour and Struley battling for second and third. Struley looking for a way by. Almost had it. Backsides the table nicely. Seymour holding the tight line, not opening the door at all. Struley looking for a way around. That's going to give CJ a straightaway lead right now. CJ Weissenberger breaking away a straightaway to Seymour, dealing with Struley. Half a straightaway back to Garay. Half straightaway back to Runkle, then Sussex, Studner, Shearer, Krivitz. 1 minute in, 4 minutes to go. CJ Weissenberger starting to watch the gap shrink to Kenny Seymour behind. This time by, Kenny Seymour takes another 2/10 out of it. Struley starts to fade away after a hard charge. He's not done yet. Chris Garay right there as well. Then a break back to Runkle, Sussex, Studner, Shearer, Krivitz. 1:20 and 3:40. Plenty of time to go in this one. Last time around, Kenny Seymour set the hot lap of the race. This time around, he gave back a few tenths to CJ Weissenberger, and there's Ryan Struley waiting for him. Chris Garay gets into the 16-second club and starts to close up the gap. In front of me now, CJ in the black and green. Then a gap back to here's Seymour, Struley, and Garay starting to tighten up for the 2-3-4. 3:15, plenty of time to go in this one. CJ starting to work through lap traffic. Great. Thank you, Mr. Krivitz, for the room. Next up will be Studner for CJ Weissenberger. Second spot, Kenny Seymour in the blue and white in front of me. Now Struley gets loose over the kids' table. Garay's going to start to close in from fourth. Tough break for Struley. Marshall's in the way. Nobody's fault. These things happen. But there's Chris Garay, the battle for third and fourth over the table. Struley and Garay. Garay backsides the table nicely. Struley makes up a little bit of time into the triple section. Plenty of time for Chris to get it back. Tough traffic there. Chris Garay went 16.6 last time around. Gives it back with a 22nd lap, but there's plenty of time to go. We are halfway done, drivers, halfway done, and CJ Weissenberger is watching his lead evaporate into the ocean that is Ken Seymour. Ken Seymour in the white and blue closing in on CJ around the wheel and at the point. Seymour starting to go. 16.602 for Seymour. It's Jaws time. He's getting bigger in the mirror, but CJ ain't going to break a sweat on this one. They've broken away a clear straightaway, maybe a half a track to Struley and Garay, who are battling in front of the driver's stand. Advantage Garay right now. Studner a lap off the pace right there, not in the battle. Out front, CJ Weissenberger sets his hot lap of the pace, trying to get away from Seymour, but he's not getting any distance. 150, 150 to go in this one. CJ Weissenberger is keeping that Yokomo tight to the line, not giving Seymour a window to make the move. Seymour looking for it. It's not there yet. CJ makes up a little bit of time into that triple section. Seymour a little bit sloppy. Going to give CJ a half a straightaway. 16.7, another hot lap for CJ last time around. Advantage Weissenberger right now. 130 to go in this one. 3:30 and 130 to go. Bobble there by Garay is going to give Struley the third spot. Nice and clear. Didn't see what happened. And a fourth spot to Runkle. Garay slides to fifth. One spot ahead of Sussex. CJ Weissenberger trying to hang on. Looks like he's got about a second in hand over Ken Seymour. Everything else looking like it's going to be academic at that point. 1 minute to go in this one. 1 minute to go. CJ's kept it steady and smooth. Seymour's been fast but erratic into the table section. They split the lapped cars. Shearer gives him room. Thank you, Shearer. And for Seymour, too. Great job, Jake. Thank you. The battle across 45 seconds ago. Ken Seymour went 16.4 last lap. Gets into CJ, rolls him over. Let's put him back together. Let's let him race it out. Let's see here. Good job, drivers. Good job. That's great sportsmanship. We got 30 seconds to go. CJ and Ken over the table. Grant, give him some room. They're coming through there. Kenny gets it wrong. 20 seconds to go. CJ's going to get some spacing here. We'll see if Kenny can get it back. Kenny waited for him. That was a fair move. Got mixed up in some lappers. CJ gets it wrong on the table. There goes Seymour for the position. We're within inside of 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Get across the line. Get. This is going to be the final lap. Seymour's got a second in hand to CJ. CJ closing in. Grant, give him some room. That's the battle for the win right there. CJ going big on the table. Can't quite get there. Seymour's got to lock it down for 2 more corners. He's going to do it. Mr. Friday Night, Ken Seymour, going to take the A-main today. Tough break for CJ coming home second. Struley third. Runkle, Garay, Sussex, Studner, Shearer, Krivitz rounding it out in stock buggy today. Great A-main there. Good battle between Seymour and Weissenberger. It's 4x4 short course time. This has been a good battle today. Spread out our marshals here. Yeah, Chris, if I can get you kind of towards Chris Sussex. If I get you over here with CJ. And we got good coverage over there. Let's roll out 4x4 short course drivers. Yeah, you read my mind, David. Beautiful. Your TQ and 4x4 short course today. Paul Martinez, second qualifier. Grant Runkle. Eric in the third spot. Pat qualified fourth. Yuri fifth. Steve sixth. Carlito seventh. Next up, modified buggy. And after that, sleep. Your front row going to be... Probably true. Oh, damn you. Your front row going to be Paul Martinez and Grant Runkle. Are we doing rows in short course? Or do you guys want to line up? I think 2x2. 2x2. Rows. Grant Runkle on the outside of Paul Martinez in row 1. Eric will be the inside of row 2. Pat will be the inside or outside of row 2. Orange ones, guys. Orange ones. Orange ones. When we do rows, then. Yuri on the inside of row 3. Steve on the outside of row 3. Carlitos, you get row 4 all to yourself, which is good. That's how I prefer it. Good enough. All right. You guys know how this works. Drivers ready. Marshals on your toes. We're going on the sound of the tone in less than 5. Couple of you technically false started, but that's okay. That's good enough. We're just looking for a reasonably train-like start. Tough break for Grant. Got a little too aggressive into the S section, or something dramatically failed. I'm not sure which. Out front, Paul Martinez in the urban camo. Second spot going to be Eric. Third spot going to be Steve. Eric in the blue and white, I think. I'm still learning everybody's trucks. You guys can't get new paint schemes on me. Yep. Second spot going to be Steve in the multicolor right in front of me right now, and all the horsepower God can make. Third spot going to be Eric in the blue and white. Fourth spot, Yuri going to try to hold off Carlitos and Pat. Good battle for fourth, fifth, and sixth back there. Out front, Paul Martinez trying to check out early and doing a good job of it. The battle for second and third in front of me now. Eric to the inside, gets ahead of Steve for the second spot. Yuri in the gold and black now breaking away. That's your fourth place truck. Fifth in front of me now. Carlitos in the bluish thing, rounding it out here. Paul Martinez, hot lap of the race, 17-133. Steve gets it wrong. That's a battle for third and fourth between Steve and Yuri right here. Eric gets it wrong. That's going to move Steve and Yuri up to second and third. Yuri to the inside for the second spot. Yuri getting it done over the big table. Gets too much traction at the end of it, though. Gives it right back. Eric to the second spot. Paul Martinez is at the front desk checking out and is pretty much gone. Eric in the second spot in the blue and white truck. Steve in that multicolored ride third. Yuri fourth in the black and gold. And Pat in the white and black. That's all for position second through fifth in front of the driver's stand right now. Eric comes up short on the triple, but Steve lands it nicely. Steve back to the second spot in front of me. Eric not done yet in third. There's Yuri in fourth. Pat not out of it in the white and black fifth. 2 minutes in, 3 minutes to go in this one. 18-1, Steve's best lap of the race for him. Steve's got no windows in there, so the driver doesn't know what's about to happen. Lands the triple nicely. Yuri starting to close in on the back of Eric. Paul Martinez can sit back here and watch the race in front of him because it's actually behind him. Rough break for Yuri, gets it wrong. That's going to be fourth position with Pat right there. Pat to fourth around Yuri at Associated Point. Second spot still going to be Steve holding off Eric in front of me right now. 2:35 in, 2:25 to go in this one. We're past the halfway point. Paul Martinez, new hot lap of the race, 16.760 for Paul last time around. Eric had an open window at the table, but traction rolled it. Gives Steve a little bit of breathing room for now. And there's Pat in the white and black starting to close in from fourth. Eric starts to make some kind of terrible gear noise on acceleration. He's got 2 minutes to hang on to it in the blue and white. He is the end of the podium right now. Pat going to try to close in the white and black, and Yuri in the gold and black definitely not done yet. Paul Martinez is checked out and is gone. Steve in that multicolored ride around Associated Point has second spot. Eric gets it wrong in turn one. That's going to move Pat up to third in the white and black truck. The battle for third, fourth, and fifth in front of the driver's stand. There goes Pat big over the triple. Eric and Yuri big as well. Third, fourth, and fifth in front of me right now. The white and black of Pat, the white, blue of Eric, and the gold, black of Yuri. Around the wheel and at the point. Pat going to try to hold off Eric. Eric looks to the inside, not quite close enough. There's Yuri closing in the gold and black. 1:15 to go in this one. 1:15 left. Paul Martinez is still checked out, and Steve is hanging on solidly to the second spot. Rough break there for Eric. He gives up fourth to Yuri. So the battle now, Pat in the white and black in front of the driver's stand. Yuri in the gold and black trying to close in, trying to chip away at it. We're inside of the last minute, 55 seconds to go. Martinez, Jelinek, Smagel, Yuri, Trinsky, and Carlitos. 40 seconds to go in this one. Martinez is definitely checked out and gone. Steve's second spot isn't quite as solid as it was earlier. Put him on the outside. I'll hand score him. That's fine, Yuri. I got you. Steve in the second spot in front of the driver's stand. Pat's starting to chip away at it. He's got 20 seconds to track him down. Across the line right now, that's Steve in the second spot. Multicolored ride with the pink wheels. Pat in the white and black is your third place truck. They got 10 seconds. This might be the last one. They might go one more. Paul Martinez has this race on lockdown. The battle for second over the kids' table down the straight. Steve's going to get there in time. That was the buzzer. Just barely gets there. Finish the lap you're on. Steve holds off Pat by 0.6 of a second for the second spot. Martinez is going to win it. Eric's going to come home fourth. Yuri fifth. And everybody's favorite Carlitos rounding out the field today. Shut him down, guys. Shut him down. Paul, Steve, Pat, Eric, Yuri, and Carlitos. It's a modified buggy A main time one more time. The more redundant things I say, the more fun I'm having. From the Department of Redundancy Division, section, portion. Let's make it clean one more time. We got the classic TLR v Associated v Yokomo battle. All right, we'll spread out, guys. Clean off the track a little, please. Everybody, please grab a blower. Just get some track here. Let's get it clean. Let's have a good modified buggy race. Eric, can you get the end of the table quick? No, can you clean it with the blower? Can you blow it off? Thanks. Just give it a quick touch up. That's a good point. I'm too tired to be interesting right now. Thanks to everybody for coming out to this layout. This is the last night of the Team Associated Championships layout. This layout is the champion. All right, that's as clean as it's gonna get. Roll what? You guys want to do a land rush? Oh my gosh, you guys are something else. It's days like this, I'm happy I don't have children. No, I'm kidding. Well, let's warm them up one last time for Modified Buggy. Last time. You guys know I worked a full day today, right? I had to walk uphill both ways in the snow to get there. All right, your TQ today, Gregory Tenney's with the flashy mismatched wheels. Chad Dew qualified second, Tyler Witt third, Eric fourth, Andy fifth. Really? Yeah. And Brian Yeager. That looks like a grid. Drivers ready. Marshals on your toes. We're going in less than 5. Patience, 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 patience. I do it to everyone else. I have to do it to you too. Great start, of course. Tenney's, Dew, Witt. Dew gets it wrong on the table. There goes Witt. Krivitz, and Yeager. Tenney's going to try to check out early. Witt and Dew into the infield with advantage Witt right now, but Dew's been getting that car sorted out. Eric Krivitz not separated yet. Andy Krivitz and Brian Yeager having a good time. Out front, it's Greg Tenney's trying to get it done. Here comes Witt and Dew. Eric Krivitz a straightaway separated already. 15-4-1-5 off Tyler Witt last time around. Advantage Tyler Witt, 0.4 of a second to everybody else. There's 2 laps in the book. This is going to be number 3. Tyler Witt backs it up with another 15-4. Tenney's and Dew are up around 15-7, 15-8. Right now, advantage Witt. Over the table, big whip. Doesn't get it done. Looking for a spot around Tenney's. Pushes it a little hard at the end of the triple. Good job, guys. Good job. And let's go racing. That'll hand the lead to Dew. 1 minute in. Plenty of time to go. Dew, Tenney's, Witt breaking away from Eric. Andy and Brian are also in this race at somewhere. But right now, the interesting part is out front. Chad Dew trying to separate. Greg Tenney's got to deal with mirrors chock full of Tyler Witt. Witt looks in the sweeper. It's not there. Traction rolls. Tough break for Witt. Dew going to try to break away from Tenney's. 15-5 last lap for Chad. That's his hot lap of the race. Chad in front of me now in that red-white checkerboard TLR ride. 16 flat. Tenney's 16-2 advantage Dew. Dew trying to get it done last race here on the layout with a brand new car. Looking smooth over that triple section. Lands it nicely. Tenney's as well. Witt's got the fastest car by time. Got to close in. He's got plenty of time to do it. Tenney's, that was your hot lap. 15-5-80. You heard the lady. 3 minutes to go in this one. Dew, Tenney's, Witt, Eric, Andy, and Yeager. That time around, advantage Tenney's a 1/2 of a second to Dew. Dew takes too much in the S section, can't make the table, going to give up the lead to Tenney's. Tenney's over the triple, your new leader in front of me, now going to try to hold off Dew through the sweeper. Greg Tenney's 15-5-5-5, new hot lap for him. They're trying to break away from Witt. It's a straightaway and change, maybe some more. Witt's got a quick car. He's got 1/2 a race yet to catch up. But the battle's still at the front. Tenney's and Dew through the sweeper, matching 15-6s and into the infield. Tenney's got mirrors full of Dew. Dew takes a little too much curb at the point. Going to cost him a 1/10 or 2. Not that much, but it's huge to these guys. Meanwhile, Tyler Witt trying to get back involved in the fight. 15-6s for everybody last time around. This time by Greg Tenney's 15-4. New hot lap for him. Hot lap of the race, Andy Krivitz 15-4-04 from the 5th spot. Out front, Tenney's going to try to hold off Dew. It's something like a 1/2 a straightaway now. Tyler gets caught up on Andy somehow. Lap traffic, rough, just rough. So let's break away between Tennies and Dew. We got a minute 35 to go, 1:35 left. Tennies and Dew breaking away. It's something like a half a second. Mismatched wheels of Tennies. Nice clean ride to Dew. Over the table, Tennies keeps it clean, nice and smooth, just keeping that door closed, not giving Chad away around. This time by 15-6 off Tennies, 15-7 off of Dew. Witt hanging on to that third spot after the rough traffic. Eric Krivitz still in fourth. Watch it at the end of the table. Tough break for Tennies. That's going to let Dew right by. Dew to the top. Dew, Tennies, Witt, Krivitz, and Jaeger. We're inside of the last minute. Chad looking clean in that new car in front of the driver's stand. We got 45 seconds. Everything looks spaced out nicely. New hot lap for Chad, 15.561 for him. Hot lap of the race, Tyler Witt, 15.080. Now that's an anger lap. 30 seconds to go. Just too much space and not enough time to work with here. Keep the wheels to the dirt, and we're going to finish in order. Dew, Tennies, Witt, Eric, Andy, Brian. Chad's got one more lap. Car looks good. He's got plenty of space, and he's at the front desk. He is checking out. Cross the line, and you will be done. Chad Dew going to take this one home. Tennies, Witt, Krivitz, and Jaeger rounding it out. Shut him down. That's a race. That's a night. That's a layout. Thanks to everybody for coming. Thanks to anybody who's going to stay. I don't know if we still tear up the layout on Friday nights, but if we do, that's what we're about to do. Tyler Witt, hot lap of the race, 15.080.